The monster. Japanese fighter called Monster. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was blue like that. Just as good.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious.
A right hand crashes into flesh. Bodies hit the canvas. The crowd erupts.
A 4-division world champion!
This is what happens when you step into the ring with the most dangerous man in boxing. Welcome to the world of Naoya Inoue, where knockouts are the only language spoken. Today we're breaking down the most brutal knockouts that left America shocked and the boxing world in awe. These are the moments that made Naoya Inoue a legend.
At times frustrating.
His hands up like that. Inoue would throw a shot and then he'll Inoue.
The year was 2017, and the monster was making his American debut against Antonio Nieves. Walking to the ring, the American wore his country's colors with pride, ready to defend his home turf. But Inoue dressed like an executioner, and he had come to deliver a message. From the opening bell, Inoue studied his opponent like a surgeon preparing for an operation. He started landing that jab, setting up the right hand behind it. Clean, precise, devastating. In the second round, Inoue converted rhythm into strikes. The arena shook as he unloaded a massive right hand behind the guard. Then came that crunching left to the body.
Now he goes downstairs and comes back up and fires the left hook to the body.
Nieves tried to return fire in front of his home crowd, but he was fighting a ghost. By the third round, the 24-year-old Inoue switched to turbo mode. He crushed Nieves with huge combinations to the head and body. A perfect uppercut snapped the American's head back. This was a masterclass in destruction. Then came the fifth round. Successive hooks made Nieves set aside.
Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yep, there it is. First time down as a pro for Nieves. First time in the ring.
When he got back up, Inoue went to work on the body. Another left hook, another one. The commentators couldn't believe what they were seeing. Max Kellerman and Andre Ward kept repeating the same words over and over.
And there's another one. And there's another one. With enough authority to change anything. Another left hook to the body.
The sound was sickening. Nieves hesitated, then decided to take a knee. The American returned to his feet but managed to survive only by pure willpower. In the sixth round, Inoue walked him down like a predator stalking wounded prey. He landed a vicious body shot that made the entire arena wince.
To his side right there. That's why you gotta switch it up. If you want that shot, you gotta go away.
After the bell rang, Nieves' corner made the smart decision. Their fighter had taken enough punishment. The monster had delivered his message to America. He was here to dominate. For the first time, Inoue entered the pound-for-pound rankings at number 9, but he was just getting started. 3 years after their brutal first war, Naoya Inoue and Nonito Donaire stood across from each other again. The first fight had been a classic, a back-and-forth battle that pushed both men to their limits. But this time would be different. This time, the monster was fully unleashed. When the bell rang, Inoue absorbed Donaire's power in the opening round before landing a right cross that dropped the Filipino legend. Crowd gasped. Donaire beat the count, but fear had crept in. In the second round, Inoue pounced like a predator who smelled blood. He unleashed a barrage of power punches that had Donaire covering up against the ropes.
Draw Inoue in, even though he's hurt, to try to land his own big shots.
Then came the finishing sequence. A straight right hand, followed by a devastating left hook. Donaire crashed to the canvas for the second time. The referee didn't even give him a chance to get up. The demolition was complete. Inoue had unified 3 bantamweight world titles and made the rematch look easy. What took 12 brutal rounds the first time took less than 2 rounds this time. After the fight, Inoue showed incredible respect. He said that without Donaire, he couldn't have achieved all his success. But the message was clear. The monster had evolved. He was now on a completely different level. On July 25, 2023, Naoya Inoue stepped up to face his toughest test yet. Stephen Fulton, the undefeated unified super bantamweight world champion, stood in his way. The Philadelphia native had been talking big. He was too big, too strong, too skilled for the monster. When the fight started, Fulton was unwilling to take a step back, but Inoue soon released the punches that brought him back to his senses. A huge shot missed Fulton's head by inches.
From Inoue.
Champion realized he was in deep water. Suddenly, the super bantamweight king was on his bike, trying to survive.
As always from Inoue, now goes upstairs with it and follows Fulton back to the ropes before the tie-up.
Inoue gave him no breathing space. He uncorked bombastic shots. By the third round, the difference in class was becoming obvious. Inoue was landing freely, while Fulton looked like he was punching a ghost.
Been a point of emphasis early on, and then the right hand up top.
Partially blocked.
In the fifth round, Inoue unleashed heavy right hands with the speed of light. A lunging left hook got the crowd roaring. The defending champion tried to prove he wasn't a chump, but it was too late.
Another right hand from Inoue backs up Fulton.
In the eighth round, Inoue added extra torque to his punches. A massive right hand made Fulton run like he'd seen a ghost.
Right hand hurts him. Oh, a huge right hand from the monster. And then he chases him down. Fulton is laid out, struggling to get...
Inoue chased him down and cut off his escape. Fulton somehow beat the count and came back for more. Big mistake. Inoue, relishing the chance to give Fulton a proper send-off, pulverized his face against the fence. The referee had no choice to step in and save the American champion from long-term damage.
As Fulton tried to grab the ropes, backed up into the corner. Here comes Inoue. That destructive, decisive power does it again.
On this night, Inoue shocked America by dominating their champion in his first fight on American soil at super bantamweight. On May 6, 2024, Naoya Inoue had his most important fight yet. His opponent, Nery, a dangerous Mexican with 35 wins and only one loss. Nery possessed a devastating left hook that could knock out heavyweights. When the bell rang, the unexpected happened. In a shocking twist, Inoue was knocked down for the first time in his career.
Oh! There it is! Inoue goes down!
A huge left hook from Nery sent him crashing to the canvas. Panic among Japanese fans was real. Their hero was down, but that night, Inoue showed his heart, his warrior spirit. Rising from the canvas, he survived the barrage and made it to the second round. When round 2 started, the monster came out fiercer than before. He responded with a knockout of his own, sending Nery to the canvas with authority in round 3.
Inoue out of position. When Inoue commits, he's out of position.
Oh,
there it is.
Inoue returns the favor!
Lunging forward.
The fight was now even.
After he suffered the first knockdown of his career in round 1.
Naoya was ready to close the show. It was like Nery had awakened something dark inside the monster. Inoue brutalized the Mexican with combinations that had the crowd going wild. In the 5th round, while cornered against the fence, the monster carefully dissected Nery with short left hooks, dropping him for the second time.
Like that!
There it is.
There's the risk with no reward!
Then, Inoue unleashed hell. An uppercut followed by a devastating right hand ended the war spectacularly. The violence was over.
See as a potential finisher here, Tim. There's the right hand! He just answered the question! As Nery has crumbled!
On December 26, 2023, Naoya Inoue stood on the verge of history. His opponent was Marlon Tapales, the WBA and IBF super bantamweight champion. This fight wasn't just about winning. This was about becoming the first undisputed super bantamweight champion in boxing history. From the opening bell, he controlled the distance with his jab, setting up massive power shots. In the 4th round, Inoue dropped Tapales with a perfectly placed combination.
Here comes Inoue, the monster. Left hand, right hand, Tapales is down.
The Filipino beat the count, but was clearly hurt. Round after round, the monster broke him down. The precision was surgical. The power was devastating.
Tapales, he motions to... Oh! Right hand gets through for Inoue.
By the 10th round, Tapales was running on empty. Inoue had been targeting the body throughout the fight, sapping his opponent's energy. Then came the final sequence. A combination to the body followed by a massive right hand upstairs. Tapales went down hard. The referee counted. Tapales couldn't beat the count, and Naoya Inoue became the first ever undisputed super bantamweight champion.
Puts his hands up like that. Inoue would throw a shot, and then he'll, ooh.
Big right hand there, Baz. And can he beat the count?
These are the knockouts that made Naoya Inoue a legend. With 28 knockouts and 29 fights, Inoue continues to terrorize every division he enters. The monster is real. And if you love violence and the art of the knockout, make sure you subscribe for more brutal boxing content. Because whenever Naoya Inoue steps into that ring, someone's going to sleep. The only question is when. This was Boxing Fever. See you soon.